Bahamians and the world are waiting with bated breath on the outcome of the latest rounds of negotiations taking place in Beijing, China, as the fate of Baha is yet unknown. Sask Adderley reports tonight on a prominent figure in the business community who is weighing in on those negotiations, saying all is not lost and that once these issues are ironed out, Baha will be well on its way to becoming a world-class destination.
A government delegation has returned to the People's Republic of China, hoping to reach an amicable solution that would result in the multi-billion-dollar Baha resort officially opening in the shortest possible time. It is the second visit to take place in recent weeks. Still, CEO of the Bahamas Chamber of Commerce and Employers Confederation, Edison Sumner, maintains that arbitration may be the best option moving forward and not liquidation. Otherwise, this ordeal, he claims, could turn into even more of a nightmare.
If these talks fail, that they will see the prudence in going through perhaps in an arbitration process, right? Where rather than going through a lengthy court or judicial process in the courts, having to retain a whole lot of attorneys that can take a lot of time, and certainly I'm sure it's a very expensive venture as well, that perhaps they should consider arbitration, getting a mediator in place and someone who's independent to the process and who can be agreed upon by all parties to help them mediate and get through this.
Sumner reiterates that the parties must iron out their issues because too much is at stake for this development not to succeed. While he admitted that if Baha were to fail, it doesn't mean that the country's economy will too, but there's no denying the tremendous impact Baha's opening would have.
In their projections, about contributing as much as 12.8% towards the GDP of the country. That's very significant. They're talking about employing thousands of people on an annual basis, right? They're talking about contributing somewhere around $25 billion, I think, over the course, or $12 billion over the course of the next 20, 25 years. Those are significant numbers, but it's not the only thing happening in the country today.
The Baha saga, Sumner maintains, is a commercial dispute between the parties and has nothing to do with the investment climate in the Bahamas. The Chamber CEO wants to assure Bahamians, though, that all is not lost.
You come up with this kind of a development and you're spending that kind of money and you are finding yourself facing these myriad of challenges that are being faced currently. You will have a challenge in managing yourself out of this hole to get back, first of all, to break-even point, and then to be able to grow that further to a profitable stage, right? So they will have a challenge in getting it done. But I think, again, with the right environment that's set for them, with the right people working with them, and I'm sure they've got a good team behind them, that this challenge can be overcome.
At the end of the day, here's what Sumner would like to see happen.
There has to be an understanding between the developer, the government, the contractor, and the bank. Right? All of them must come to the table. Someone has to be prepared to make a compromise somewhere, right? If everyone holds to their position and nobody's prepared to take a stance and no one is prepared to at least give an inch for the greater good of the development, then we're going to find ourselves in this stalemate for a while.
Sask Adderley, ZNS Network News.